Okay, hello again. I'm here to review a backpack that I got from LL Bean. And I know a lot of people, when they think of LL Bean, they don't think of really high-tech gear, outdoor gear. They think of clothing more than and boots. But you should know that LL Bean actually does make some stuff in their line that's really high-end stuff, technical backpacking gear. So let's take a look at this. It is a crossover pack, just like the ones I've been reviewing. And it's called the LL Bean Ridge Runner 25. Do all this stuff. Okay. So far, so good. Let's take a look at this. So this is the suspension system here. It's got the sternum strap. Very importantly, it has a great waist belt. This is a 1.5-inch waist belt, which with a much larger Fastech buckle. Ooh, it's pretty stiff though. And it actually has wings here. So it becomes more of a padded hip belt rather than a waist belt. Pretty nice feature actually. That's a pretty sweet looking suspension system. The other piece that's nice here is you can see here it definitely has a frame sheet as well as having the stiff EVA foam with channels here to allow for there to be airflow across your back. And the mesh is pretty soft. Feels pretty nice. I'd imagine it would be a pretty comfortable pack to wear, that's for sure. This is a nice looking suspension system for a $100 pack. Okay, so let's take a look and see what we got here on the front. Let's start with this pouch here on the bottom. And it's got two zippers. It's a waterproof zipper, which is really sweet. And inside you can find that this is where you would have your divided organizer. So a couple of mesh pockets, one here in the front. I can imagine putting my wallet in here. You can put your cell phone, a couple of pens, although I will have to tell you that this is such a short little pouch here that you're not going to fit a really long pen. So for example, I'm just grabbing this pen here. This pen doesn't fit in. It's going to stick above. Yeah, boy, it is tight. And this is your conventional size pen. So maybe a couple of styli will fit in there. Or a really small pen, but a regular size pen won't fit in these two slots here. But nonetheless, I really do like the idea that this is accessible from the outside of your pack. You don't have to go into the main compartment. And it's got a waterproof zipper here, so you could put your cell phone in here without too much fear that it's going to get damaged by a little bit of a rain. It does have the side mesh pockets here, which I absolutely adore. I love having this versatility because I could put a tripod in here if I wanted to, or I could put Nalgene bottles, whatever I want. I could even put my keys in here if I wanted to. So I love having these open-topped mesh pockets along the side. There is also a slash pocket here, and it moves over to where there's mesh on this side. That's kind of funny because I would imagine that sometimes I'd want to keep something in here that was a little more secure, maybe my wallet, and I wouldn't want people to see that my wallet is actually in this compartment. But nonetheless, this is a pretty useful compartment to have on the outside here. Lash points here for hiking poles or ice axe, although I doubt you're going to be using this kind of pack climbing ice falls. Compression straps. Now, in this case, you can see these compression straps are the kind of compression straps I absolutely cannot stand, which is that they cross over the zipper to the main compartment. However, this is a little different because this has a zipper it's actually fascinating here to see. I'm going to unsnap this compression snap for just a moment because this is a zipper that unzips. It's not just sort of a conventional top loader style. It actually is a panel loader-like design. So I still would prefer that you didn't have this crossing the zipper so that you could have full access to the zipper without having to unclip something. But the fact is that even if I left this clipped in here, this would give me tremendous amounts, a large opening to get access into the interior main compartment of the backpack. So, you know, it's not perfect, but it's better implemented than most that have crossover the zipper compression straps. Okay, so let's take a look at what we have inside here. So, we have against the front wall of the pack, we have a zippered mesh pocket, and that seems like it's ideal to hold a wallet. You can put your keys in there. There's a little key fob. Perhaps you put your sunglasses in here to keep them protected. And then also along this front wall, as you can see, you have a gusseted pocket. Put any number of things in here. My guess is I could put some charging blocks, cords, etc. It's just nice to have that potential for organization there. And then on the back here, you can see we have a couple things going. We have a little Velcro hook-like thing, I would call it, for a hydration bladder, which you could choose to put into this place for your computer, or for your hydration bladder, or you could put your computer. So let's take a look. Here's a 15-inch MacBook, and it fits in here. It's sort of ideally suited for this. It's too bad that they didn't take this clip here and have some little slot into which I could hook this and then prevent my computer from sliding out. Although I have to say, because it's a neoprene, it really holds in there quite nicely. So I doubt it's not just going to fall out, which is kind of remarkable because of the neoprene. All right, so it fits at 15 inches. There's no way it's going to fit something bigger than that. Keep that in mind. And then we have a pouch right on the front here, which could house your... Geez, I'm not sure, because clearly this is the area for you to put your tablet. It's really... Oh, I see. It actually opens up to the same thing. So you can choose to either put in your tablet along the side and get side access to it, or you can put your tablet in through the top here, one way or the other. Okay, so let's actually load this back up again. I want to see how well my camera bag slides into this. So I just put in the computer, obviously. Here's my camera bag, slides in there. A little tight at the bottom there, because this is a pack that's fairly narrow. It holds it though, holds everything pretty nicely. And most importantly, let's see how it feels on my back. Definitely has a nice stiff back. I'm going to go ahead and attach the waist belt here, and I'll stand up for a moment so you can see. Pop on this waist belt, and this really is a nice waist belt. It can actually take the weight of the pack nicely. And then adjust this. Shoot, stern strap's not quite adjusted for me here. It's a little high. So there we go. Feels okay. It's not great. I do have to say that the padding seems to hit my scapula, my shoulder blades, in a funny place. I can feel it there, and it's right along the edge here. It hits it, and so, and it just might be my particular anatomy that we have going here, but because my shoulder blades hit the top edge there, I'm constantly feeling the presence of the back of the backpack. That could be annoying on like a 10-mile trek, I could imagine. Of course, I could just sort of let it fall away a little bit from my back, give them more room back there. And since the hip belt is so comfortable and it takes so much of the weight, you could actually do that without too much of an issue. So it's not great. It's not the most comfortable. I think it's a little bit perhaps over-engineered back there. Certainly fine for commuting or running through campus and such. So altogether, I think this is a solid pack from LL Bean, and it's well put together, that's for sure. The materials are made very well, and the hardware is solid. And as you know, with LL Bean, it has a lifetime warranty where you can return this thing at any point, even when it's 80 years old. Okay, hope you found this helpful.